What's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to show you how to install the Whitestone Dome UV Gen film for your brand new Pixel 7 Pro. This is an awesome device and no doubt you want to protect this front screen. Now a lot of you might know Whitestone from their dome glass screen protectors, their tempered glass screen protectors. And I am going to do a video showing you how to install this, so if you prefer a tempered glass over a film, I'll link to my video description down below as well as a card that's going to pop up. But a lot of people just want a little bit of protection for scratches and whatnot, and that's where the UV Gen film comes into play. So let's go ahead and check this out, and we're going to check out some of their cases too. It's all about that dome life, so let's go ahead and check out dome life together for the Pixel 7 Pro. If you're interested in picking up the Whitestone Dome screen protector, check my link down below. I'm going to give you the up-to-date and latest pricing. This is about 20 bucks right now, but prices always change, so definitely check out my link. We're going to check out these cases together, but it's all about this screen film, so let's just go ahead and take a look at it. Now again, the great thing about this is you don't have to mess with glue, you don't have to mess with anything that's a little bit complex, and you do also cure this with the UV light. So again, I think Whitestone is always innovating and they're always making some new products for us. This is just going to be a little bit easier to install than their Whitestone Dome glass screen protector is. So inside the box, guys, it is a 2-pack, and you also do get all the necessary accessories that you're going to need for the installation process. And of course, here's your little port covers, and then here's your little UV light. This is the UV light that you're going to need to cure this film protector. And it is USB-C, so this is their new edition. I definitely like seeing USB-C. And if we take a look at the inside once again, we do have some covers and we also have some dust protection as well. So let's just go ahead and install this and check it out together. Now it looks like a complicated process, but this is going to be just as easy as installing any other film protector, maybe even just a little bit easier. And the great thing about this is once you cure it, Whitestone claims that this is going to be a little bit more durable than just a regular PET screen protector. The first thing that you're going to want to do is go ahead and get all these accessories open and make sure you do have a USB-C cable ready for the UV light protector there. Now what you want to do, guys, is just insert the stopper, and with the stopper, just ensure that you do have these pins up because we are going to use that later on in this process. So let's just go ahead and install that there. And next what you want to do is clean your screen. You don't want any dust, you don't want any fingerprints. Speaking of which, make sure your fingers are clean as well. So first things first, of course, if you've ever installed a screen protector, the wet wipe is #1 important. So let's just go ahead and clean off anything that I might have here. Next, get your microfiber cleaning cloth and just kind of dry your screen. And if you see any dust particles, that's where you're going to use those dust stickers. I do not see any dust particles on my device, but if you see some, go ahead and get that dust sticker and just kind of pluck them off, if you will. What I do a little bit differently is I just put this stopper underneath the camera just like that, and this way it's going to not only tilt your device up, but hopefully it's going to stop it from moving with this process as we're going through. So you can see that's kind of stopping the device from moving. So go ahead and get out the screen film protector and remove the back portion of this protective film just like this, and avoid touching it if you can. Just avoid touching the underside of this screen protector. And then just go ahead and line it up with these pins at the bottom of the little attachment of the little jig. Kind of check the correct alignment, make sure everything is just fine. And make sure you do line it up with that camera hole. So again, this little installation tray jig at the bottom is kind of giving you a really nice installation here. You can see that it lined up perfectly fine. I really didn't have to do anything different. Now once you see that you've lined it up properly, go ahead and remove this little jig. So let's just go ahead and remove this bottom piece. Hold down where you see this little tab and then pull up gently, kind of separating that half of the screen protector. Go ahead and get your little squeegee here and just kind of squeegee it on in ever so gently. Now I'm holding my device in my phone. You can do this flat on a surface. You can do it however you find the most easiest. I actually find this to be a little bit easier for myself. Go ahead and remove that portion, and then you're going to want to do the same for the bottom half. Again, I'm just going to keep my finger resting on the top half where I've already separated the screen protector, and get your little squeegee once again. Hopefully getting any big bubbles out of the way, just like so. Next, kind of batten down the edges. That's what I'm going to say. Just kind of smooth out these edges and make sure that screen protector does go to that curve of the phone. Speaking of which, Google, any manufacturer, Samsung, Get rid of these curved screens. We really don't need them. Just go back to flat. Flat is back. Just kind of do this with your finger to make sure that the screen protector is on all of those edges, all of those curves. We definitely want to cover all these curves. Next, you're going to see a little bit of a line in the middle. Kind of press it just to get that line away. Kind of just like separate it just a little bit. You can see that line is kind of going away as well, so no problems. Just kind of gently, guys, go ahead and get rid of that line there. Just go ahead and peel off this front just like so. And it's looking really, really nice in my opinion. Now, don't worry about any of these little bubbles. They should go away. I actually don't have any bubbles, maybe just one tiny one, but I'm not too worried. That usually goes away in about a day. And now we come to the best part. This is the UV light. So again, just make sure you have a USB-C cable handy, which I happen to have one ready just about here. And what you're going to want to do, guys, is go ahead and cure the top, the middle, and the bottom for 60 seconds. All you have to do is press this button twice, and that's going to start the timer, so you don't even need a timer. Just like that, we're going to cure the top, cure the middle, and cure the bottom. So you did the top, the middle, and the bottom, and then we're done. This process is over. So that's it, guys. This is the all-new UV Gen film, and just look at how clean this installation is. Let me just power up my Pixel 7 Pro here. In terms of clarity, you can just see how clean this installation is. Again, UV light is the way to go, and Whitestone Dome does say that this is a little bit more durable, a little bit more scratch resistant than your average PET screen protectors because it does have a couple layers to it. And I gotta tell you, this is one nice looking screen protector. Super, super clear, no problems at all with touch sensitivity. This is an awesome choice, guys. If you're interested in something that's a little easier to install, actually really quite easy, I'd really recommend this. Now let's just go ahead and pair it up with a really clear Ringy Fusion case. And you can see the combo Ringy Fusion and the Whitestone Dome is definitely a nice way to go. And this seems to be very case friendly as well. As I'm looking at it, there's a little bit of space on the corners. So that's definitely a plus when it comes to any screen protector. Any manufacturer that doesn't make a screen protector case friendly is definitely not doing their job. Now, speaking of doing their job and speaking of cases, let's check out the all new cases from Whitestone Dome for the Pixel 7 Pro here. It's all about that dome life. It's all about protecting your screen and protecting your phone. So this one here is a ring case. Again, you do get a kickstand and you do get this nice little ring on the back. This is more of a kind of a rigid plastic kind of design, and you do have that ring on the back that also doubles as a kickstand there. So if we just take a look at the overall design of this case, I'm going to call these bird feet or windmills. They kind of look like windmills on the side. You do have a little camera protection. You do have some markings on the bottom there and some little fake screws as well, I'm going to call them. On the inside, you get a little air pocketness. You can see that air pocketness for some air shockness, absorptionness. That's a lot of ness, I know. Some manufacturers are leaving this cut out for the ultra wideband antenna. If you have Verizon, maybe this might be a good case for you. But if you take a look at the corners, they do have some ridges on them, just to kind of give you a little bit more drop protection for these corners. And the power button, a little bit of ridges on that power button as well. So very easily distinguishable. Buttons feel really nice, no problems with these buttons. And if we lay the phone flat on the table, now it is going to rock. It can be like a spinner. If you got spinners on your car, if you're going back to the early 2000s, you can go ahead and spin your phone with this case as well. But it's all about this ring on the back. Some people like rings, some people like pop sockets, and you can kind of walk down the street and not worry about people knocking into you. That's just the benefit for this ring. The benefit for the ring is you have landscape kickstand, and you kind of have a little tilted portrait kickstand as well. So again, kind of a multi-function type of case. Taking a look at the front lip protection of the rugged case, you get a nice amount of front lip protection there as I give you the 360 bird's eye tour, and your back camera protection, of course. No problems with protecting this horizontal camera bar. Definitely a nice protection. Taking out the snugness test, popping off, of course, where that cutout is. It's what I would have expected. But the other three corners, super snug. Really, really nice on those three corners. That's kind of messing up with the little integrity of this case. But overall, you're not going to be applying that much pressure in everyday life. I quite like this case. If you need a case with a little ring on the back, this might be a good option for you. But let's take a look at one that's a little bit slimmer. This is their slim case, and it's a TPU case as well. On the inside, you get that pattern there, shock absorptionness. And it is, again, a TPU case, little faux carbon fiber on the bottom. We all like a little faux carbon fiber, the bottom and the top. And what I like about this case, and what I like about most cases that do this, you do have individual cutouts there for the camera and the flash, just making this an overall nicer looking case in my opinion. For those of you that want something a little bit slimmer, this is quite nice. Buttons again feel really nice, no problems with these buttons. And your front lid protection, as we take a look at this 360 bird's eye tour, you can see that cutout on the top for that ultra wideband antenna. And it is a slim case, so you're getting slim protection on the front. But of course your cameras are protected. Take a look at those cameras, nice camera protection there. Snugness, kind of popping off on the bottom corners, kind of popping off on the top. So not the snuggest case on the planet, but again, you're not going to be applying this much pressure in everyday life. And it's playing really nicely with the film, so that's always a plus as well. That's it when it comes to the new Whitestone Dome UV Gen Film Screen Protector. Super clear. As I turn off the screen, you can see that there. Really a nice screen protector. If you guys want an easy installation and you want to just protect your front screen from scratches and whatnot, 7 Pro has Gorilla Glass Victus, so it's a little bit stronger, just not as scratch resistant. This is going to give you that scratch resistance that you need. I really appreciate you guys watching. Check my link down below if you're interested in picking it up, and I'll catch you in another video.